Hi students, welcome back to Tungal online classes. So in the last class we started the objective part of mathematical reasoning. So we'll complete the remaining part. See the question. Question number 13. The logically equivalent proposition of P double implies Q is. So statement is given P double implies Q. Now for this we need the logically equivalent statement. Now logically equivalent statement means in the truth table column they will be having the same truth values. So we have to find which one is logically equivalent to P double implies Q. Okay. So first we write the truth table for P double implies Q and see from the options which option is having the same truth values as P double implies Q. So first we write for P double implies Q. Left hand side is P double implies Q. So we have to write the truth table for this. Let us take P, Q, two simple statements. For this we need P double implies Q. Now truth values of P, Q can be either both are true, first one is true, second one false, or first one is false, second one is true, or both are false. So these are four possibilities. Now double implies by implication or by condition. So what is the truth values for P double implies Q? When both PQ are true or both PQ are false, then double implies is true. Okay? Either both are true or both are false. In that case, double implies is true. So this is true here and true here. And the remaining cases will be false. So this is the truth table for left hand side, that is P double implies Q. Now verify from the options which option will give the same truth values. See options. First option P and Q or P or Q. P and Q or P or Q. So we have two simple statements PQ. So this is PQ. Our truth values can be either both are true, true false, false true, false false. Now first we find P and Q. We know and is true when both are true. So both are true and is true. Remaining cases it is false. Next we need to find P or Q. Now we know OR operation at least one is true, then P or Q is true. At least one must be true. So true, true, true. Both are false means it is false. Next, for these two, we have to take the OR operation. So take OR operation for P and Q or P or Q. For these two OR, again OR is at least one is true, then OR operation is true. This is true, true, true. This is false. Now see, will it be same as this left hand side P double implies Q? Truth values are not same. So first option is wrong. Now we take second option. P implies Q and Q implies P. So we need to find the P implies Q first, then Q implies P, and for these two we have to take the AND operation. So let us take the two simple statements PQ. Truth values maybe both are true, true false, false true, false false. First time P implies Q. Implication, first statement true, second statement false, then implication is false. First statement is P. it is false. In remaining case it will be true. Next, Q implies P. Q implies P. First statement true, second statement false, implication is false. First statement true, second statement false. So T, F, it is F. In remaining case it will be true. Okay. First statement is Q here, second statement is P. So Q implies P. It is like this. Now for these two, we are taking AND operation. P implies Q and Q implies P. AND operation. Both are true, then only true. This is false, false. Here both are true, will be true. Now observe, is it same as left hand side T, F, F, T. So the column truth values are same for these two. So we can say these two are logically equivalent. So for second option will be the correct answer. Okay. We can see third option, fourth option, they will not be satisfied. Okay, that we can verify. So only one option will be correct, logically equivalent. So here second option will be correct. Okay. So this is one method of solving logically equivalent. Now for some questions we can solve by another method by using the formulas we studied. Okay. So here P double implies Q. So already we studied P double implies Q formula. How can I write P double implies Q as logically equivalent to P implies Q and Q implies P. So this already we studied. Okay. So if you can remember that formula, so directly we can say P double implies Q is equivalent to P implies Q and Q implies P. So directly we can go for the answer second option. Okay. If you don't remember formula or if it is difficult to write the direct answer, so in such case we will be using truth tables for checking logically equivalence of propositions. Okay. And let us see next question. The question, the contrapositive of P implies negation Q implies negation R is. So compound statement is given. Now for this we have to find the contrapositive. So we know how to find contrapositive for P implies Q. If P implies Q is a given statement, now what is the contrapositive? Negation Q implies negation P. So given statement, P implies negation Q implies negation R. P implies negation Q implies negation R. Now for this we need a contrapositive statement. So contrapositive is assume it is in the form P implies Q. So for P implies Q, how do we write contrapositive? Negation Q implies negation P. So it is negation Q means negation Q implies negation R implies negation P. Okay. So negation of second statement implies negation of first statement. That is the contrapositive statement. Now options are not like this. So still we have to simplify. Now negation Q implies negation R. So this is the form negation of P implies Q. So what is the formula? Since negation for conditional P implies Q, it is P and negation Q. So using that formula, it will be equivalent to negation Q implies negation R. First statement and negation of second statement. Negation R implies negation P is same. So equivalent to negation R is R. So negation Q and R implies negation P. So you can observe negation Q and R implies negation P. So first option will be correct. Okay. Let us see next question. Which of the following is always true? So here some logically equivalent propositions are given. Now we have to find that which statement is always true. So here the symbol indicates logical equivalence. So we will find which of these options is always true. Okay. So we can take the options and see which option will be true. So take the first option. P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation Q implies negation P. Now see that is it satisfying the condition or not? First we will find the truth table for left hand side. P implies Q. So write the truth table. P so both are true, false, true, both are false. Now P implies Q. Implication we know, first statement true, second statement false, then implication is false. First statement true, second statement false, then implication false. So remaining cases will be, so this is the left hand side, P implies Q. Now we find right hand side, negation Q implies negation P. So in this only I write, this is left hand side because already we know PQ. So let us find negation P and take negation Q first. Negation Q. So negation for Q here, false, true, false, true. Negation for P, negation of P, false, false, true, true. Now for these two we need the implication. Negation Q implies negation P. Okay? Negation Q implies negation P. Now for these two take implication. We know implication is false when first statement true, second statement false. First statement true, second statement false. Then implication is false. And in the remaining cases it will be true. So this is RHS. Now see that are they logically equivalent or not? TF, TP, TF, TP. So in the truth table we have the truth values are same for these two columns. So we can say these two are always logically equivalent. So these two are always logically equivalent means which one is always true? The first option will be correct. Now we can see similarly the other options will not be satisfied. Okay. Now one I will prove, similarly you can prove the others. So the second option, negation of P or Q is logically equivalent to negation P or negation Q. So negation of P or Q is logically equivalent to negation P or negation Q. So let us take simple statements. Two simple statements we are taking P, Q. Now the truth values can be either both are true, true, false, false, true, false, false. Now we need P or Q. First find P or Q. R operation At least one is true, then R is true. So this is true, 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 false. Both are false here. So R is false. Now for this P or Q, we will take the negation. So negation of P or Q. The negation means is false, 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 true. This is left hand side. Now find the right hand side. Negation P or negation Q. So we don't have negation P, negation Q. So first let us find out what is the negation for P, Q. Negation P. This is P. So negation will be false, false, true, true. Negation Q. Negation for Q. This true means false, true, false, true. Now for these two, we have to take the OR operation. Negation P or negation Q. Negation P or negation Q. OR operation for these two. OR operation, at least one is true, then R is true. So here both are false means false, true, true. So this is the RHS. Now see, LHS and RHS, are they having same truth values? They are not having the same truth values. So these are not logically equivalent. So similarly, you can see third option, fourth option, write the truth table, they will not be equivalent. Okay? So only one option will be correct here, that is first option. Now this is one method always we can do. To check the logical equivalence, we use the truth tables. Now if you can remember formulas, so then also we can write directly. Okay? See the options here. P implies Q. Now already in synopsis we have seen P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation Q implies negation P. Conditional and its contrapositive. Both are logically equivalent. It is always true. Okay? Conditional statement and its contrapositive statement, they are always logically equivalent. So this is always true. Now you can see second option, negation of P or Q. Now according to laws of negation, we studied what is negation of P or Q. It is negation P and negation Q. So this is logically equivalent. But here they are given R. So this is false. Next, negation of P plus Q. Third option. We know that negation of P plus Q. So negation for conditional, it is first statement and negation of second statement. So P and negation Q. These are logically equivalent. But here they are given P or negation Q. So this is also false. Next, negation of P and Q. Negation for AND operation. So what is negation for P and Q? Is negation P or negation Q. So AND will become OR. Then the fourth option you can see negation of P and Q. They are given negation P and negation Q. This is false. So these are correct. Okay. So if you can remember formulas, directly we can write answer. If you don't remember formula, then you have to write the truth tables. Okay. Or if the given proposition is complex, in such case also we use truth tables for checking the logically equivalent statements. Okay. So the next question. Which of the following propositions is a tautology? So we have to find that which proposition is a tautology. Tautology means in the compound proposition truth table, if we have all the entries as true, then it is called as a tautology. So let us write the truth table for each of these options. and see that for which option we are having all the entries as true in the truth table column. So let's take first option. Negation of P plus Q. Negation of P plus Q or P and negation Q. Negation of P plus Q or P and negation Q. Now for these two, we will take the OR operation. Okay. So let us find the truth table for this. First we take the two simple statements PQ. Truth values both are true, true false, false true, or both are false. Now first we take the P implies Q. Implication, first statement true, second statement false, then implication is false. In the many cases it will be true. Now for this we need a negation. So negation of P plus Q. Take negation for this false, true, false, false. Next, we need P and negation Q. So negation Q is not there. Just take negation for Q. False, true, false. Now for P negation Q. For these two we have to take the AND operation. P and negation Q. P and negation Q. For these two take the AND operation. Now AND operation both are true, then only AND is true. So both are true, then only true. This is false. Both are true, it is true. False. This is false. So this is the P and negation Q. Now for negation of P plus Q, P and negation Q, we have to take the OR operation. So take OR operation for this. Negation of P plus Q or P and negation Q. For these to take the OR operation. Now OR operation, at least one is true, then OR is true. This is false, true, false, false. So we are having the F, T, F, F. So is it a tautology? So it is not a tautology. First option is okay. Now let us take the second option. P plus Q implies P and negation Q. P plus Q implies P and negation Q. So already we have P plus Q, P and negation Q. Okay, so these two already we have. Now for these two, we have to take the implication. Okay, so let directly here. By using the previous table, I will let the answer directly. P implies Q implies P and negation Q. So for these two columns, we have to take the implication. Now implication we know first statement true, second statement false, then implication is false. See, for these two implication, first statement true, second statement false, then implication is false. First statement true, second statement false, then implication is false. First statement true, second statement false, implication is false. Okay. So for these two columns, we are taking implication. So T, F, F, T, F, F, T, F, 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 T is true. So this is the truth table for this implication. P implies Q implies P and negation. Now see, is it a tautology? So it is also not a tautology. Second option also not. Now third option, P implies Q or P and negation Q. Now again we have these two same columns. For these two, now we are taking the OR operation. So let's take OR operation for the two. P implies Q or P and negation Q. P implies Q or P and negation Q. So let us take for these two OR operation. OR operation, at least one is true, then OR is true. That is what we know. So this is true. F T true. T F true. T F true. So you can see that in this column, all truth values we are having true only. So all truth values are true means it is a tautology. So third option is a tautology. Okay, so our required answer will be the third option. Okay, you can see fourth option, it will not be tautology. Okay, so for finding tautology, let us write a truth table for each of the options and see that which column is having all truth values as T. So this is having truth values as T. So it is a tautology. Okay. Now see the next question. The negation of statement 72 is divisible by 2 and 3 is. So we have a compound statement. For this we need a negation. Okay. So for finding negation of compound statement, we have to use the laws of negation. So for that, first we convert this word form into mathematical form. Then we write its negation. Again we have to convert back to word form. Okay. Now observe the statement. 72 is divisible by 2 and 3. So how many simple statements we have? We are having two simple statements. Now one simple statement is 72 is divisible by 2. Another statement is 72 is divisible by 3. So these are the two simple statements we have. So let's take the two simple statements as P. 72 is divisible by 2. Q. 72 is divisible by 3. So these are the two simple statements we have. Now what is the compound statement given? So given statement can be written as given statement can be written as 72 is divisible by 2 P and 72 is divisible by 3. So it is what? P and Q. This is the given statement. Mathematical form is P and Q. Now for this we need a negation. So now we require negation for this statement P and Q. Now again the negation of P and Q, we know it is logically equivalent to negation P or negation Q. Okay, negation of P and Q is logically equivalent to negation P or negation Q. So what is the meaning of negation P, negation Q? Negation P means 72 is not divisible by 2. Negation Q is 72 is not divisible by 3. Now for these two we have to take OR operation. So how can I think? 72 is not divisible by 2 or 72 is not divisible by 3. So you can take first option will be correct. Okay, negation P or negation Q. So first option is correct. Okay. This is the next question. The contrapositive of statement So again, word statement is given. So first you have to write the word statement into mathematical form. Then only we can find what they are asking, maybe negation or contrapositive or converse or inverse. So all this we can find first by writing the given statement in the mathematical form. See the statement. We need contrapositive for the statement. If Chandigarh is capital of Punjab, then Chandigarh is in India. So these are the simple statements given in the form of compound statement. So first find what are the simple statements here. Chandigarh is capital of Punjab. Chandigarh is capital of Punjab. Next, Chandigarh is in India. Chandigarh is in India. So these are the two simple statements we have. Now these simple statements, using these two, we are forming a compound statement. So what is a compound statement here? If Chandigarh is capital of Punjab, if P, then Q. So if P, then Q. So which type of compound statement is implication? Okay. So given statement is P implies Q. Okay. Given statement is P implies Q. Now for this statement, you have to find a contrapositive. So how can I contrapositive now? Contrapositive for P implies Q, we know it is negation Q implies negation P. Okay? Negation Q implies negation P. Now negation Q means Chandigarh is not in India. Negation P means Chandigarh is not capital of Punjab. Now for these two, we need an implication. So how do we write implication? If first statement, then second statement. Okay? So you can see if Chandigarh is not in India, then Chandigarh is not capital of Punjab. See options. If Chandigarh is not in India, then Chandigarh is not capital of Punjab. Okay, so first option will be correct. Okay, negation Q implies negation P. Okay, so Chandigarh is not in India, then Chandigarh is not the capital of Punjab. Okay, so first option will be correct. Now let us see next question. See the statement. The contrapositive of converse of statement, if x is prime number, then x is odd is. We have to find the contrapositive of converse of statement. We are finding contrapositive for the converse of this statement. So first we write the statement, then write its converse. Now for that converse, we have to write the contrapositive. Okay. So first we write what is the statement given. If x is a prime number, then x is odd. So we are given the implication. So if x is prime number, we have the simple statements. Let us take P is a simple statement. X is a prime number. Next, x is odd, or x is odd number. So this is the two simple statements we have P, Q. So what is the given statement we can write? So given statement can be written as given statement is P implies Q, because we have if P then Q. So if P then Q, it is a conditional P implies Q. Now this is a given statement. For this statement, first you have to find the converse. First we find the converse. What is the converse of this? Converse is Q implies P. Okay. For P implies Q, converse is Q implies P. Now for this converse statement, you have to write a contrapositive. So we require contrapositive of converse. We require contrapositive of converse. So for this converse, we have to write a contrapositive. Now it is in the form Q implies P means it is in the form P implies Q. So what is the contrapositive for this statement? Q implies P, contrapositive is negation of P implies negation of Q. Okay, how do we write contrapositive? Negation of second statement implies negation of first statement. This is the contrapositive for any statement. So this is what we require. Negation T implies negation Q. Now what is negation P means? X is not a prime number. Negation Q is X is not a odd number. So for these two we have to find the implication. So how can I do it? If X is not a prime number, then X is not a odd number. X is not a prime number, then X is not an odd number. So first option will be correct. Okay. We are not writing contrapositive for P implies Q. That is given statement. Not writing contrapositive for P implies Q. We are writing contrapositive for converse statement. So first writing the given statement, then write converse statement. For this converse, we are writing the contrapositive. Okay. That is negation P implies negation Q. Okay. And let us see one more question. Question number 22 in level 2. P and negation Q. P and negation Q and negation P or Q. P and negation Q and negation P or Q is. Now this compound proposition is, options are given, a tautology, second option, a contradiction, third option, both tautology and contradiction, and fourth option, neither tautology nor contradiction. Okay, this is a question. A compound proposition is given. Now we have to find that which type of statement it is. So options are given in terms of tautology and contradiction. So we will write a truth table for this compound proposition and see that are we having all the values as true or all the values as false. Some values true, some values false. Let us find that. So we need two propositions P, Q. First we take two simple statements P, Q. Maybe both are true, true, false, false, true, and both are false. Now we need a negation Q, negation P also. Let us take a negation P, Negation of P means false, false, true, true. Negation Q is false, true, false, true. Now we find P and negation Q. P and negation Q. For P, negation Q. Now for these two we have to take AND operation. So take AND operation. AND is true when both are true. This is false. Both are true, true, false, false. This is P and negation Q. Next we need negation P or Q. Let us take negation P or Q. So this is negation P, Q. For this to take OR operation. OR operation, at least one is true, then all is true. This is true, false, true, false. This is the OR operation. At least one is true means it is true. Now after finding these two, for these two we are taking the AND operation. So take AND operation for these two. P and negation Q and negation P or Q. For these two columns we are taking the AND operation. So AND is true when both are true. This is false. This is false. False. This is also false. Okay. So we can see that in the truth table column, all are false means this compound proposition is a fallacy or contradiction. So this is a contradiction or also called as fallacy. So our required answer will be the second option. This proposition is a contradiction. Okay. So there is a key mistake for this question. So the correct answer is second option. Okay. Correct the key. Correction in key for this question number 22. So answer is option 2. Second option will be correct. Okay. So this is about mathematical reasoning. So try to complete all the remaining problems. Any doubts you are having, please post in the group. Okay. Thank you.